Good morning, you two. Welcome to Thursday's English lesson. I would like you to write today's date and skill into your catch-up book. Today's date looks slightly different because we are going to be writing our extended write over 2 days. We're going to start it today and finish it off tomorrow. So I'd like you to write Thursday the 28th and Friday the 29th of January 2021 into your book as your date. And then underneath, I'd like you to write today's skill, which is draft a non-chronological report. I'd like you to write that into your book now, please, and then unpause the video when you are ready to begin. Off you go. Okay, our starter then. I would like you to talk to the person next to you, or have a little discussion with your grown-up or sibling, or have a little think on your own if you're at home. What are your 3 favourite facts that you've learnt about kangaroos this week? And we've learnt lots and lots of facts about kangaroos. So I want you to think, what are your 3 favourite facts? Okay, I'd like to pause the video and discuss this question now, please. Okay, I'm sure you come up with some amazing facts. So for example, if I was answering this question, my 3 favourite facts are that they can swim, that they eat at night time when it's cooler, and they can't move backwards. So really interesting facts all about kangaroos that we've learned this week. Okay. Today then, you are going to be writing your non-chronological report into your books. And you'll be spending tomorrow's lesson finishing off your fact file. Okay, so you're not going to be writing all of it today, you're going to be writing half today and the rest tomorrow. As it's a non-chronological report, we do not need to write the sections in a set order. However, you do need to follow your plan so that your report can be the best writing that you can possibly do. So you've worked so hard this week, gathering all that information and structuring all those ideas and facts into categories yesterday. So it's really important you use all that hard work as a basis to help you when you come to write your extended write today. Now, what's the main difference then between a plan and a draft? So I want you to tell the person next to you, what's the main difference? Okay, the biggest difference is that we need to write in full sentences. So we've been writing in keywords and phrases in our plan so that we get our main ideas down clearly. But it's really important today that when we do our big write, we write in full sentences. It means capital letters and full stops too. Okay, what are the key things we need to remember in our writing today? I'd like you to discuss this with the person next to you or your grown-up. Off you go. Okay, pause the video if you need any longer. So, we need subheadings. We have discussed yesterday how we've grouped our facts into those 4 categories, and we need to include those subheadings in our writing, in our extended write today. We need a title. It needs to be a really clear title at the top to show that our extended write, our non-chronological report, is all about kangaroos. Facts, we've gathered some amazing facts, we definitely need to include them. And we need to write in paragraphs, and that will make our categories and our theme about the kangaroos really clear. So when we're writing about their diet, it's really important we write a paragraph so that it's a really clear section of writing underneath our subheading. We also need to write in full sentences, as it's our big write, as it's our extended write. And if the word does not fit on the line, so say you're writing kangaroo and you can't fit the last 2 letters on your page, just put one nice neat line through it and rewrite the entire word underneath. Don't just write the last 2 letters on the line underneath. Okay, drop it to the next line. Capital letters, so you need to make sure you're rereading your writing to check your spelling and your punctuation, and particularly your capital letters. And your finger spaces. Now, some of you will have finger spacers in school, and if you're at home and you don't have your finger spacer with you, you might use something else that you've got in your house that's a similar size. Maybe the end of a spoon might be useful, and that will really help you continue working really hard on your finger spaces. If you were working hard on them in school, it'd be really great to continue that. Okay, so if you think, oh, I use a finger space in school, then it might be worth asking your grown-up if they've got something at home that would be suitable for you to use. Full stops then. Again, like our capital letters, we just need to make sure we're rereading and make sure that you can read your writing and be able to take a breath. Okay, we don't want to get to the end of it and have not taken a breath throughout the entire report. And finally, neat handwriting. Okay, so lots of you, and I've been seeing on the photos that you've been sending in over Discord, lots of you have been working really hard on your handwriting, and it's really lovely to see that you're putting in so much effort. Even at home, you're still working really hard on your handwriting. So we need to keep that up because you're doing really, really well with that. Okay. Today then, we are going to be writing general facts about kangaroos, about their habitat and about their diet. And then tomorrow, when we continue writing our report, we are going to finish diet. So if you don't finish that section today, don't panic, because we're going to be continuing it tomorrow. And then you're going to be writing about their offspring, which are called joeys. And then finally, the really fun bit that I'm sure you'll all really, really enjoy is writing about the fun facts about kangaroos. Okay, I want you to think then, before you start writing, looking at that structure, looking at how we're roughly going to lay our report out, I want you to think, when will you include your list in your report? Okay, remember we're going to include a list of fun facts, so it doesn't have to be at the end. You might include it first, you might include it before joeys, or might include it at the end, that's up to you. And where will you draw your diagram of a kangaroo? Okay, your diagram that you're going to label. Are you going to do that first? Are you going to do that in the middle? Are you going to do that last? That's up to you, but I'd like you to have a quick think about where you're going to include those two things, please. Okay, pause the video if you need any longer. The first thing I'd like you to do then, so by now you will have in your book the date, today's date and Friday's date, because remember we're writing over 2 days, and underneath you'll have your skill. The first thing I'd like you to do is write your really clear title for this report. Okay, this example's got cool kangaroos. You might have amazing facts about kangaroos or something like that as your title. And I would like you to write your title and then underline it if you can to make it really clear that that's your title. So I'd like to pause the video and write your title now, please. Okay, well done. I'm sure you all got amazing titles. So remember to only choose your favourite facts for each section. You do not need to write every single fact underneath each section, okay? And we're going to read through my example now of the first few sections that we're going to be writing today. Okay, so remember the first one we're writing, I've chosen general kangaroo facts to write first. So, kangaroos are magnificent creatures who can grow to 6 feet tall. There are 4 types of kangaroo: eastern grey kangaroos, western grey kangaroos, antilopine kangaroos, and the largest type is the red kangaroo. Okay, so we've got our general kangaroo facts there. Now we move on to their habitat. Can anyone remind me what a habitat is? Well done, it's where they live. So kangaroos live in the dry, grassy areas in eastern Australia. They live in groups called troops, herds or mobs, and they are sociable animals, very friendly, remember, and can live with up to 50 other kangaroos. They can live with a lot of kangaroos. Okay, there's our habitat section then. And finally, what I've started today, and remember we're going to have time to finish this off tomorrow, you're going to be writing about their diet. Can anyone remind me what the word diet means? Well done. The diet is what they eat. So when we're looking at kangaroos, let's have a little look at their diet then. Strangely, kangaroos eat during the night when it's cooler. They are herbivores, and their typical diet consists of leaves, grass and plants. So that's what they eat because they're herbivores. Okay, so now we've looked through the example, I would like you to just have a little listen to the steps to success, and then you are going to start writing your report. So you must write a non-chronological report about kangaroos. That's brilliant. We don't want to write about another animal. You should write in full sentences and group your report into paragraphs with relevant subheadings. Okay, so we've thought about our paragraphs. We go back. You can always go back to double check as well. Go back on this video to check in the stars what you're writing about today. Okay, so remember general kangaroo facts, habitat, which is where they live, diet, which is what they eat. That's the subheadings you're going to be using today. You could draw an image of a kangaroo and use labels to annotate it. If you don't do that today, you might choose to do that at the end of your report, that's fine. And you might use a list in a section of your report to highlight key information. Again, if you choose to write your fun facts tomorrow, again, that's fine. That's what we've got on our little plan in the blue star. Okay, so good luck with writing the beginning of your report year 2. They're going to be absolutely amazing, and I know you're going to work incredibly hard. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.